Hey travelers! Grab your tea, coffee, or maybe the resin you forgot to spend last night, because today we're diving into everything coming in Genshin Impact version 6.1. And trust me, it's a lot. We're talking new events, bosses that want to smash your keyboard, sparkly new weapons, primogems for days, and, wait for it, an actual UGC system that basically turns Genshin into Roblox with Archons. Yeah, it's wild. So let's break this down piece by piece. First up, the events. The headliner is called Ruins Exploration Fieldwise Center. Okay, not the catchiest title. I'd personally call it Primogem Buffet because that's exactly what it is. You're looking at 920 primos, a crown, some Nokri-themed goodies, and drumroll, a free 4-star Collei. Honestly, if you don't have Collei yet, this is a no-brainer. Free characters are always sweet, and let's be real, Collei's Dendro application is clutch. Then we've got Sauron Sojourn with 400 primos, and Dance Dance Dynamic Disco with another 400-ish. And can we just appreciate that name? Dynamic Disco makes it sound like we're farming primogems in a nightclub. Imagine your traveler just busting moves to earn rewards. I'd play that mode non-stop. Now on to bosses. Version 6.1 isn't holding back. First, Frostnight Herra is sliding in, ready to freeze us into popsicles. But the real spotlight goes to Rerir. And oh boy, Rerir is not messing around. Child thinks he's cool with his 3 phases. Rerir laughed and said, "Why not 6? That's right, 6 whole stages. Just when you think you've got the pattern down, boom, he transforms again. And this fight isn't just you whacking away at a giant health bar. You'll have Llama and Fens fighting at your side, with A and Nefer stepping in to throw you some special buffs. And get this, there are actual interactive mechanics like quick-time events, parries, and missed hazards. So if you thought Genshin combat was starting to feel routine, this fight is basically Hoyoverse screaming, "Wake up, we're spicing things up!" And of course, with new bosses come shiny new toys. Nefer is getting a gorgeous 5-star catalyst that screams, elegant but deadly. I can already see people pulling just for the weapon aesthetics. Alongside that, we're getting 2 new 4-star weapons, and word is one might belong to Jahoda. Perfect excuse to grind more resin, right? And speaking of resin, yeah, get ready. Because we're also getting new ascension mats tied to these bosses. Nefer's mats will drop here, and then there are special materials for mannequins in the upcoming UGC mode. If you thought you were finally climbing out of resin poverty, surprise, you're getting dragged right back down. But here's the sugar to balance out the salt. Primogems. Let's talk numbers. From the main story, you're netting around 650 primos. Add in permanent stuff like Imaginarium resets and Stygian onslaught, and it starts to pile up. When you crunch the totals, free-to-play players are walking away with about 70 pulls. That's not bad at all. Toss in Welkin Moon, and it jumps to 94 pulls. And if you're stacking both Welkin and the Battle Pass, you're looking at 102. That's more than enough for guaranteed pity plus some extra rolls for luck. So if you've been eyeing Flynn's, Inefa, or saving your heart and wallet for Columbina, this is the patch to start hoarding. And now the curveball UGC mode. User-generated content. In Genshin Impact. I know it sounds insane, but it's happening. You'll be able to design your own game modes. Think battle royales, shooters, crazy minigames. Basically, Genshin meets Mario Party, except Zhongli is the one eating your snacks. Each lobby supports up to 12 players with 8 per game, and there's a massive hub for hanging out. I cannot wait to see the chaos the community cooks up. Imagine someone builds a 1v1 Collei dodgeball arena, or a Teyvat version of hide and seek but with boss mechanics thrown in. It'd be hilarious. And since Hoyoverse knows we can't resist shiny things, UGC is coming with its own gacha system. But instead of characters or weapons, you're summoning for outfits. For mannequins. Welcome to Fashion Impact, where the rarest flex is no longer your C6 5-star, but a limited edition drip for your mannequin. I can already picture Reddit threads filled with people crying about 50 to 50 losses on pants. Now, because this is Genshin, there's also an entirely new currency system tied to UGC. Chronal Nexus is basically Genesis crystals. Geodes are the primogems of UGC. Arcane Keystones are stardust, and Engraved Shards play the role of star glitter. It's like Hoyoverse took the current economy, flipped it upside down and said, "Yep, let's double it." Might be genius. Might be chaos. Probably both. And hey, before you tattoo these details onto your traveler's diary, remember, treat this like a puff of dandelions in the wind. Fun, exciting, but not set in stone. Still, if even half of this lands the way it sounds, version 6.1 is going to be stacked. Events with juicy rewards, a boss fight that'll actually test your reflexes, new weapons to drool over, enough primos to keep F2P dreams alive, and a UGC system that could change how we play Genshin forever. So what are you hyped for most? The 6-stage Rerir fight? The fashion gacha? Or are you already daydreaming about Columbina in 6.3 and plotting your primo savings? Personally, I'm most curious to see just how chaotic UGC gets when the community starts building modes. Genshin dodgeball with hilichurls. Yes, please. That's it for today, travelers. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you enjoyed this little journey into version 6.1, go ahead and smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next update. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I love reading what you're excited for. Until next time, may your pulls be blessed. May your resin somehow last longer than 5 minutes. And I'll see you all in version 6.1. Bye.